How you guys doing? Doing great. Okay, thanks all of you here for joining me on this very special webinar. And first of all, I would like to greet everyone here a great Happy New Year. And for some of you here are celebrating Chinese New Year, the Chinese New Year just ended like yesterday, right? Okay, because in Chinese New Year, if you're not celebrating Chinese New Year, you might not know that the Chinese New Year celebration is actually lasts for 15 days. All right, so yesterday was the last day of CNY in 2022. All right. So yes, I have a long break, taking some time off with my families and then also rejuvenate a little bit and also plan for, what I can actually do more for 2022 to all of you here. So how you guys doing? Right. So, and, okay, first, I see so many people joining in here today. That's great. Okay. So before we get this thing started here, because I saw a lot of you here actually comment in the chat box, but you're actually sending to the host and panelists. All right, so I want you to pay attention that you can actually adjust that that drop-down box there. Instead of sending to host to panelists, you please set it to send to everyone. So all of us here can see your message, your beautiful message. Okay, all right. Yeah, so and okay, so I see a lot of comment here. Some of you are asking, Iverson, can you share about weight loss using BaZi? Maybe. Okay, all right. So yeah, you guys seems like more interested in weight loss more than anything else, is it? Yeah, so yeah, I'll take note about it, right? Because yeah, I got to do something because no one actually did that before, right? Using Chinese metaphysics to help on weight loss. Yeah, probably I'll think about it. Yeah, I experimenting that a little bit so far. Yeah, I think there will be sooner. I think very soon. There will be very soon. I'm able to share some of these techniques with all of you here. Okay, someone say using a remove day and all those things. Yeah. So let's see. Yeah, let's see how it works here. Okay, all right. So today, I'm going to talk about as the title implied here today, we're going to talk about unleash your wealth potential. Yeah, within you. So, and I think this is a very great topic to start. It's of the year of 2022 here. And for some of you here is very new. Probably this is the first time you're attending this. And type the word number one if this is your first time. Number one, yeah, type in the chat box right now. All right. So, wow. So these are the first time actually you're joining us here. So very good, right? So some of you are very new here, especially all those people who type number one here. And you might actually are thinking, right, we were able to benefit from this session here today, right? So, and because probably you might think you're a beginner, right? You don't know nothing, but you only need to know one thing. Yeah, all I need from all of you here is that for those who are very new, is the commitment to become better. All right, not a better listener. All right, so I need commitment to actually create a better life for you and your family. Can you do that? No? As long as you have this commitment, this session will be beneficial for you. Okay, so I think that okay, all right. So all those number one I'm talking to, right? So yes, okay, I see so many yeses here. That's great. Okay, so that's all you need. Right, the intention is very important, right? Because today I'm not going to talk about like all this technical stuff and all this poem related. Yeah, that one is for me in 2022 is a bit wasting time because 2022 is a very fast year, a very fast paced year. So if you are slowing down, you say, "Oh, I want to study all the reason why, all the technical part," you might actually, I would say, you might not be able to achieve what you want because everyone are moving very fast. Yeah, so if some of you actually learned BaZi before, if you look at the BaZi chart of 2022, you realize that there are three tigers in the chart, right? Yeah, so some of you here are very, you learned BaZi before. Let me see whether I can actually bring up the chart or not. Okay, do you see the BaZi chart for 2022 here? All right. So do you realize that there are three tigers in the chart here, right? So you see this? One tiger, two tiger, three tiger. Right, so tiger element, if you learned BaZi before, is a traveling star, right? Is the cardinal. So which means that thing will be 10x the speed. All right, it'll be 10x, and then some more water. Water is fast or slow? Tell me, guys. right? So water, is it a fast or it's fast, right? So, okay, what does this tell you? I just give you a snapshot of the whole chart just now, right? So if you're a beginner, you don't know, doesn't worry, right? In the end here, my conclusion here, my point here is you'll be a super fast here. So now you have two choices here for this year. One, you can study the roots of the tree. You don't want to know why the tree is so beautiful, so strong, then study the roots, or you can pluck the fruits to eat. If you only have one choice here, which one you rather to do? Do you want to take time to study the roots of the tree, or you want to just pluck the fruits and eat this year? Yeah, pluck the fruits. Yes, correct. This is a year is like this. So therefore, I will say that if you can, if you pay attention this year, my style of doing Chinese metaphysics will be something like very practical. Yeah, we get result first, right? Then appreciation we talk later. That one need more time to appreciate the chart, what is the metaphor of this? Yeah, how is the element is balancing? That one is maybe next year, not this year. Are you guys okay with this or not? Right? This year, I would say that during the Chinese New Year break, I actually sit down and then take some time to reflect a little bit, right? So, and hopefully I'm a year wiser. Okay. Yeah. So how many of you here, you feel that you're a year wiser once you hit 2022 this year? A year wiser? Okay, great. Yeah, I also wondering, whether I'm a year wiser or not. I'm still finding out. I'm still in the process. Hopefully I am. Okay, but all of you here so confident, all right? I see a lot of yeses here means that, wow, I'm talking to a lot of wise people here today. Yeah, that is really great here. Okay, all right. And for some of you are new here, let me just do some brief introduction about what I'm doing. I'm a consultant and speaker from Joey Up Consulting Group. So primarily my day job here is to use Chinese metaphysics to actually help people in two ways. Right, one way I actually offering consultation where I'm going to talk to my clients one-to-one in a private room or virtual room where we're going to actually where I'm actually reading the chart and then tell them what are the options available for them. That's one of my job. And then the second job that I have here is instead of actually doing one-to-one, because there's always there's only so much I can do, right? I also spend some of my time teaching so I can reach out more people at once, right? Just like what I'm doing right now. So most of the time I'm teaching class, but occasionally, once in a while, probably once a week, I also do some free webinar like this. Right? Do you like this kind of free webinar so you can learn something important? Yeah, throughout my discovery of using Chinese metaphysics, right? Instead of you spending your time, trying to figure things out, why not? Since I'm doing this anyway on my day job, right? So the moment I discover something interesting, I say, hey, why not I share with more of you here? Then a lot of people also ask me, how come? I recently received a lot of a question coming into my Instagram, and then they ask me like, Iverson, right? Why you're offering a lot of contents even in your free webinar? A lot of people ask me this question. I also don't know how to answer them. Do you guys realize this? Right? Even on the free webinar, you learn real stuff, right? You learn solid stuff. Yeah, did you notice that or not? Right? So yes. And I actually I ponder for a while, I don't know how to answer this question, but I think finally I realized that deep inside me, I think time is precious to anyone. Is it time precious to everyone? Since you're going to spend like 2 hours or maybe more of your life to listening to me, I better deliver something valuable to you, right? Because you're going to lose 2 hours of your life, right? You cannot get it back. So I say, yeah, you take your time. I appreciate that. So I'm going to do my best here. So, and that's what I'm going to do today as well. There's no exception to this. And I still notice that some of you here, your chat setting is still set to host and panelists, right? Just set it to everyone so I can see your messages, and so do everyone as well. Okay. All right. So now, this would be the first webinar in 2022 for me. So I also thinking, what kind of topic that I would like to talk about. And I discovered that one thing is very important is the wealth. Right? In 2022, if you're wondering, right, what is the theme? What people focus most in 2022 would be the subject of wealth. Yeah, you discover that this year, if you're talking about financial challenges or difficulties in this year, I would say you see more and more of this, right? So you see that a lot of people are having tough time hanging to their job, a lot of I would say a lot of downsizing further, on the result of not only just pandemic and also the economy situation that we are seeing right now. So, and that's why I see that's very important for me to talk about this topic to all of you here. So now, and first of all, I would like to show you the Barter chart again here. So why this is important, right? Why this is important? Because if you look at the Barter chart, some of you are new here, don't worry. I'm going to actually share with you the conclusion or the summary of this, right? So first of all, if some of you here are familiar with Barter, you will discover that this year Barter, there's a wealth element, right? So all these are wealth element. Okay, and then there's another one here. So whenever if you are thinking, right, at whether this year there will be a great year to start something, not about business, all right? It doesn't mean you need to create your own business to make money, but if your intention, right, to actually create more wealth for you and your family, then this year is a great year to kickstart of it, right, to make more money. And again, I'm not asking you to resign. I'm not asking you must start your own business. I'm just saying that I want you to create an intention to create more wealth for you. Yeah, everything in life are actually created twice. First in their mind, the second one in the reality. So I want to look at the first part of you is your mind. Yeah, the intention, because the chart says that this year there are wealth outside. Yeah, it's available. There are two on top and then there's one at the bottom, right? So it say that the chart here is say that it will be never lack of opportunities in terms of making money. Yeah, but there's always lack of motivation. Okay, right? I just like ask everyone, right? How many of you want to make more money? All say yes, right? Then I tell them, okay, this is how you do it. They say, oh my God, do I need to spend like 12 hours every day doing this? Yeah, then they back off, right? So, and their reaction actually telling me they only want to make more money when it's convenient. Yeah, when it's easy, right? So how about all of you here, right? So, and how many of you here want to achieve financial freedom? Your goal here is, okay, type the word number one. Type the word number one in the chat box right now. Okay, all right, cool. So if you have too much money, then you don't need to type number one, all right? Okay, because I discovered that some of you here are insanely rich. Okay, if you're insanely rich and your problem is you don't know how to spend your money and you get depressed because of it, yeah, then this might be the wrong seminar for you, or wrong webinar, all right? You can, yeah, so it's a wrong webinar, wrong group, right? So because some of you here are insanely rich, right? The only problem is your headache, the cause of your headache is because you don't know where to spend your money. It's a good problem. Right. So therefore, this is not for you, this webinar. All right. Okay. Maybe you just listen for fun. Okay. So, but the rest of you here have your intention. Let's not say just like want to achieve financial freedom, right? So maybe you want to make 50% more of what you are earning this last year. Is it a good goal to set? Right? Because a lot of time, right, when I talk to people, everyone also tell me, hey, I want to become a millionaire, billionaire, right? So the moment the goal is too large for them, right, they don't even take action. Let's set something practical here, right? So if you're able to actually make 50% more than what you earned last year, I think that is a pretty great achievement, right? It's worth celebrating, right? So let's set something like this that align to the Barter chart for this year. So now, for those of you actually typing the word yes just now, so let me ask you the second question here. On the scale from 0 to 10, how committed are you in achieving that goal? Okay, I see 11. Wow, nice. Okay, and yeah, number 8, great, right? So this one actually telling you how bad you want it. Wow, some of you 10, nice. So, and you know that, right, in order to get something, right, that the effect you want, then that certain cost must happen, right? So certain sacrifices has to be made. Don't worry, yeah, it's not about blood. Okay, so there's a certain price. Yeah, there's a price tag to success, right? It could be your energy, it could be your time, right? So you might actually need to delay gratification to do something that is important for long term. Okay, all right. So I think you know that part, right? The cause and effect. So why I'm telling you this, because I also walk the same path. Some of you are already attended my webinar several times. You probably already knew my background a little bit. For some of you are new here, I actually started learning BaZi in a time that when I in financial trouble. Okay. Yeah. So which means it's a really bad, creditors are calling. So then I actually find, hey, how can I actually make more money? And that's where I got to pick up this BaZi, Feng Shui, Qimeng Dunjia, and date selection. That is the main reason why I get into this art. Right. A lot of people think I'm very magnanimous or because I want to help people. Actually, it's not. Okay. During that time, it's not like that. I have to tell you honestly here, when I start, the main reason I learned Chinese metaphysics that time is because I'm actually so beat down financially, and then I need to actually support, a lot of things, right? Not only myself, and then also my family as well. So I do that. So the part of helping people only come few years after. All right. When I discovered that this part actually working out for me, and then I say, hey, since I enjoy doing it, right, why not I share this our so-called this art here, this beautiful ancient art of Chinese metaphysics to everyone else, right? So anyone can benefit from this. And it's also a way for me to pay forward for my mentor who actually generous enough to teach me how to use these tools here I would say effectively here. So, and then now it's like this. Once I actually discover that there's nothing that I teach you that I didn't apply myself, right? Everything I share with you is something I use for myself first, right? This is a promise, this is an obligation, right? Because if I don't use it myself, I rather not to teach people because I don't know whether it's working or not. Make sense? Right. So it took me a few years actually practicing silently, and then applying for myself. Then I start to see results. I'm more confident. Then I guess I in the position right now to share some of this information to everyone here. Okay. And are you guys okay with this? Right. So I want to give you some background and see how you approach this. Right. So, and I discovered one brutal truth of this experience. And I want to share with you right now, right? I discovered one thing. I want you guys here to listen carefully because I only say it once. Okay. Are you guys ready? The idea is something I discovered throughout all the years of practicing Chinese metaphysics to actually achieve my financial target. All right. So now, okay, let me tell you this. You won't get rich by learning BaZi or Feng Shui or Qimeng Dunjia. Okay? You won't. Now, let me tell you again, you won't get rich by learning BaZi, Feng Shui, or Qimeng Dunjia. Yeah, you only get rich when you use BaZi, Feng Shui, or Qimeng Dunjia to support your financial goal. Yeah. So, yeah, to support a financial goal. So, first of all, you must have a financial goal first, right? Yeah, but a lot of time people think about, okay, because someone asked me, I learned BaZi, Feng Shui, and Qimeng for 10 years, right? Why my life is still the same? Why they're still struggling? Very simple, because you don't have a financial plan, right? There must be a reason you learn Chinese metaphysics, right? It's not just applying. Yeah, I know a lot of you here say applying. No, you must have a financial plan and goal first. Okay. Right. So if you don't have a method to make money, right? So let me ask you something like this. If you are an engineer, now you have a way to make money, right? Because you're an engineer, you get paid by your skills. So now you have a way to make money, then BaZi Feng Shui will be helpful for you. You get what I mean? You no need to become a BaZi consultant. You no need to become a Feng Shui consultant, but you use all these skills to help you to enhance your skill, your existing skill of making money. So the first question I want to ask all of you here, do you already have a mechanism or a skill or a platform that you're already making money right now? Okay, yeah, you must know that, right? So then only you use this Chinese metaphysics to help you to make more money using your existing platform. Okay, nice. I think I need to get this out for everyone. So yeah, you guys don't want to think as long I learn it, then I'll become, because I discovered that one trend that they become seminar junkies, right? They attend virtually all our spiritual wealth relationship around the world, right? And then in the end, they only get one thing, information indigestions. I don't want this thing to happen to all of you here. All right. So this is the part that you need to know. Since today we will talk about financial freedom here, you need to actually know that you must have a way to make money first. Otherwise, if you don't have a way to make money, don't learn Bazi and Feng Shui first. Find a way to make money first. Okay. Yeah. So this is what I discovered. And now, when you start to learn Bazi Feng Shui, which about I'm going to share with you later on as well, you need to make one decision first. Are you want to pursue on the technical side of our Chinese metaphysics, or you want to pursue on the application side? Which one you want to actually do it first? Okay. All right. So let me ask you, you want application or technical reason, or the reason behind it? Okay. A lot of you here say application. Application is like this. You don't know how it works, but if you apply it, you see results. That is application, right? If people ask you why it's like that, you say, don't know. I might need to take another 5 years of doing it, right? So that's why always advise people, right? So if you want to get a quick results, like then you actually learn the application part first. After you learn the application, right, then you say, how about the technical side? So you can learn later. Am I right? Even let's say you learn about application. Now you say, okay, but I want to learn more. Yeah. So I can apply more or a different way of applying. Can you actually hire a consultant to do that job for you once you have more money? Right? Consultant, they already spent like 20 years perfecting their art. So when you do some application, you're able to make more money. Can you get someone expert to help you to make refinement as well or not? So the point I want to tell you here is not everything you actually need to do it yourself on, right? Sometimes you might forget is how easy you just get someone to do it for you, right? So, and especially this year, I want you to tell you the application part is very important. So therefore, when my job as a consultant, a lot of my clients actually, they make a lot of monies. Okay, make much more, a lot of monies, right? So you can imagine they are like that. So guess what I do when I actually have the privilege to talk to them? I ask them secrets. I ask them wisdom. I look at the Bazi chart. How come this chart don't have wealth element yet you become so rich? Do you guys want to know why? Right? Yeah, when you read Bazi frequently, you discover all this stuff here, right? That contradicting with what people think most of the time, right? I see a lot of charts that have no wealth element. They are super rich. Yes, some people have wealth element, but they're struggling. They are dead poor. Right. So therefore, this actually opened up my perspective about reading Bazi and the way I approaching Chinese metaphysics. Yeah. And then I actually cultivate all these things into this so-called journal. I think everyone also must have this journal. This is the journal that I use. Do you see this or not? Millionaire Secrets Playbook. Okay. Do you have one? Yeah. Last time I put it in a form of a hard copy. And nowadays I actually put it in my iPad, right? So I still call it a Millionaire Secrets Playbook. Yeah. So every time I see something interesting, I actually drop it down. So occasionally I still want to actually share with everyone as well, right? So in this, okay, some of you asked here can share now. Okay, do you guys want to have some information from this book here that I compiled? Yeah, this is exactly what I want to actually pick some part of it to share on today's webinar. How about that? If you have time, right? If you have time, you're convenient here today, then I'm going to share some of it. So when I actually do all this research about wealth, then the thing I discover is one thing what I call the misguided retrospective reading. I discovered that a lot of people, when they approach a Bazi chart in terms of wealth, they're going to actually plot someone that is insanely rich, like Elon Musk, for example. And then they try to do a retrospective reading. So to actually say, how come this person becomes so rich? Have you met someone do something like this all the time in the forum or in the websites? Right? They try, why I call it a retrospective, because he already know the answer. They just do it backward. That's why, right? Because he already know this person already rich. So this is not prediction. This is retrospective reading. So yeah, but you already know the answer, right? Just like you already know the election results. Then now you take out the chart and say, that's why it's happened like this. So is it easy or hard to do a retrospective reading? Guys? Is it easy or hard? If you already know the answer, super easy, right? Yeah, whatever you say also correct because you already know the answer. Is like I'm asking you to predict yesterday lottery number. Right? Yeah, and this is a lot of time people do. They hopefully by knowing this, right? They hopefully they can become wealthy. Yeah, and let me tell you, this is a mistake. And I also tell you why it's a mistake if you approach this way, right? And it's because there are 30,000 charts that have the same charts as Elon Musk. 30,000, exactly the same bar chart. Okay, so now tell me, how many Elon Musk in the world? One. Right? So if you actually do a retrospective reading explaining why he's so successful, then you are correct on one person, but you are wrong for 29,999%. Okay? Right. So is it a right way to doing it or not? Is it accurate? No. Right? It's not, BaZi is not accurate. BaZi is accurate, but BaZi doesn't tell you the outcome. It just tells you the potential. All right. Yeah. So, but people think that BaZi chart is a thing. If you've seen chart long enough, you discover that if like what I told you just now, right? If you try to read Elon Musk chart, but 29,999% that are not Elon Musk, they are not even belong to the millionaire group, let alone billionaire. You see a vast difference here, right? Elon Musk is a billionaire, you know. You might say, right, oh, how about the 29,999 chart? You might say, oh, maybe they're not billionaire, but they cannot do that bad, right? Maybe it's a millionaire, not even in the millionaire club. How about that? So now, since people with same path, but they end up in different outcome, what does it tell you in terms of wealth? Okay, so I want you to think a little bit here. Yeah, same pattern, exactly the same, right? But yeah, a lot of people say, oh, my chart is bad, that's why I not become rich. Yeah, it's true to the 29,999 people, but not to Elon Musk. Okay, yeah, so now let me tell you why, right? So let me tell you why here. So now let me share with you the chart here. So whenever we talk about this is a chart about a cosmic trinity. So our destiny actually governed by this three things here. Whenever we actually analyze someone's destiny using BaZi, we are using the heaven realm because BaZi is something that given to you, right? The moment you're born is there already. So it's BaZi. So if you're analyzing Elon Musk chart, I just put like EM here, Elon Musk. So you are reading this part on it, right? You haven't talked about this part. You also haven't thought about these two things, right? That's why the outcome will be different. So the earth part could be something got to do with feng shui as well, right? The place they are living, and then the energy around that area, that one is important. And also the man also is a part that is where decision happen and free will. And also I would say the attitude, the mindset. Okay, so why I'm going to tell you this, because I don't want you to get too fixated into BaZi that in a way that you feel that like it carved in stone. Are you guys see my point here? Right? I want you to know that you have a lot of power to influence the outcome. Yeah. So the moment you're able to actually snap out of this, then you feel that you have your life have a lot of things you can control, then your energy will become higher. Okay. Yeah, if it's not, then you belong to the rest of the group. Oh, my chart is a poor chart or rich chart, right? So it's not the way to do it. Okay, all right, clear? So if you're clear on that one, we can continue. So right now, as promised, I'm going to actually take some of the content from my Millionaire Secrets playbook here to show some of the part that you can actually apply. Okay, so now, today, our topic is about unleash your wealth potential using BaZi, right? So the first thing I'm going to share with you here, there are several steps. So the first step I'm going to share with you is this one, right? The first step here, I'm going to talk about the power of a pause button. Okay. So do you know what is a pause button means? Yeah, basically, if you watch maybe Netflix, yeah, using remote control, if you want to go to a bathroom, then you need to actually press the pause button, right? So the whole world just pause for a while. So, and you realize that, right, if you are someone that you want to create something different in terms of your finance, I think the first part here is to change the way we see things, our perspective. Do you agree with me? Yeah, when I say that, you know, your world will change the moment you change your perspective, how you see life. Right? So yes, it is true. Right? So, and a lot of time, people change their perspective through certain root awakening. Like, I think you heard some news, or maybe someone around you that you might actually able to witness. Some of them that get caught in a car accident, and he managed to survive of it, but suddenly his perspective about life changed totally. Yeah, I have one of my friends, and then he got in a very serious accident, and he managed to escape alive. And then he resigned from the company, and then he do something else because he's the CEO of a company and too much stress. And he realized that life are more than that. Yeah. So, but it go through a root awakening. Some people need to go through a health crisis to able to see things differently. How many of you here experienced some form of that before? You need to go through certain pain or certain root awakening. Yeah. So some of you might lost your job or lost a very intimate relationship, only or to teach you a lesson so you can aware of something, right? So hopefully you learn the lesson, right? So if it's not those things, will repeats again. So the reason I say there's a pause button here is instead of waiting for those event or the painful event or the root awakening event happen, then maybe we can consciously press the pause button in our life so we can actually slow down, and then we want to evaluate what is happening in our life and whether the direction we're heading to right now is the correct direction. So don't you think this is important? How many of you actually do that? Or you say, oh, it's too busy, I cannot stop, right? So yeah, so pressure, there's a deadline, everything is urgent, right? So you think about this, right? If you consciously actually holding the pause button is available. All you need to do just to actually look within you. If you look deep enough, you'll find this button. All right. And then you pause it, and then you just observe. You no need to respond to other people's expectation, right? And when you go to that space, that's a freedom space for you to make decision, right? Because remember just now we call the heaven, earth, and man, right? So what I'm telling you right now is the man aspect first. Okay, so because if you are not actually pausing for a while, your energy cycle will actually work according to your pattern exactly, right? If it's up, it's up. If it's down, it's down, right? So if the moment you're able to pause for a while, you are no longer, that moment, you have the ability to respond instead of reacting. Okay, how many of you here interested to learn about this part, to master this part first? Right? Because if it's not right, I think that you try so many times before or not. You want to make more money, someone say, learn this, and then you do this, and then after 2 weeks, you revert back to your old self, right? Have you guys experienced this before? Right? You want to do something, oh, okay, I found a new knowledge, I want to learn, I want to make money, but after 5 years to 10 years, it seems like things doesn't moving. Right? So therefore, this part here is very important. And I'm going to show you how, by using Chinese metaphysics, how do you do this strategically? How about that? Okay. All right. So now, and in order to do that, I'm going to share with you the annual achievement chart here. The achievement chart, let me show you the achievement chart first. All right. Okay. All right. So can you see the achievement chart for 2022 right now? Yeah, achievement chart is a lot got to do with our inner self, spiritual, because if you are the right person, you're able to attract wealth, right? If you have the mindset of Bill Gates, Elon Musk, right? Or who are those billionaires, even you are poor right now, eventually become rich, right? So it's what happened internally does matter. So now, if you look at the achievement chart right now, remember we talked about the pause button, right? Why you want to pause a button? Tell me. Because you want to reflect and to gain wisdom. Agree? Guys, if you learn achievement, which deity represent wisdom? Type in the chat box. Okay, moon deities. All right, nice. Okay, so where is the moon deities located here? It's in the west. Do you see the west here? All right. Okay. Now look at this. So this box is important for reflection, right? Remember the pause button we talked about? We need to pause for a while to reflect. So now, what door is this? life door. So don't you think this is what we're talking about? Right? So life door is money, right? Yeah. So you reflect about what? About money. Yeah, this year is a great year to do it. Not every year you go to find a moon with the life door, but this year you have this, so you must do this. Now, this chart sort of like encode certain thing you can do this year. I'm just telling you, one of the part here is to have a reflection or press the pause button, and then assistant star is about study about your inner feeling, and then whether you're heading to the right direction or not. Yeah, this is the part here. You guys understand? Does it make sense? So the west direction is the direction you can use, yeah, to reflect about what is happening in your life, or does it whether able to bring you to where you want to be financially or not. Okay, so now the next question here is how to reflect, right? There's so many things to reflect about wealth, right? So what to reflect? So why not I give you this as well? So it gives you more precision in terms of application. How many of you here would like to have that? Okay, all right. So now in order to do that, yeah, take out your BaZi. All right, your BaZi chart. So take out your BaZi. Let me show you your BaZi chart on the screen first. So in the BaZi chart on the screen here, there are so many information here, right? Since we are talking about wealth, we focus on the month pillar. All right, the month pillar. So I want you to look at this at the top, the stem here. Yeah, the stem here. I want you to identify what is the element of the stems. There are only 5 possibilities here, either water, wood, earth, metal, or earth, right? So these are the 5 elements. So it doesn't matter it's a yang or yin. I just want to know the primal elements, like either fire, wood, or earth. Yeah, so these are the, or water. All right, cool. So here, and by knowing this, you can, and by I actually are using achievement and Yijing as well. By actually combining this, you're able to derive what are the reflection you need to have for this year to unleash your wealth potential spiritually first, right? Internally, emotion. Okay, are you guys ready? So there are only 5 possibilities here, and I'm going to tell you one by one. Are you guys ready? The only part you need to do here is to actually identify which elements you have in your chart. Okay, cool. So let's start with this wood element, right? The wood element here. So how many of you here, this part, this box here is wood element? Yeah, be it yin or yang, doesn't matter, as long as it's wood. Okay, so now I'm going to give you the message, right? This one, we are using 2 things. If you're curious, I'm using combination of BaZi and achievement to it, all right, to get this answer here. So, but for now, I won't delve into technicalities. I'm going to tell the answer straight away. So if your wood element is on the top for this year, only for this year, right? Only for this year. And then the keyword for you is authenticity. Right, that is a message. Yeah, just sing in first the keyword authenticity. All right, so now let me ask you, what is authenticity means to you? All right, so basically it means like this: stop pretending everything is okay. Right, that's what the chart says, and stop wearing the mask or what you try to portray to the outer world. Right, so and be honest with yourself with things that already as it is. And one thing here is stop being positive. Right, you might think, like, how come I need to stop being positive? Yeah, basically it's like this, right? A lot of time people positivity is overrated. Even they have problems, they're going to tell themselves, oh, there's no problems and no problems. Have you met someone like this? They misuse positivity, right? They have a lot of issues, they have financial issue. They say, no, I just borrow some money and then that's it, right? So everything is good. I take some nice photo for Instagram that I'm traveling, I'm happy. Okay, done deal, right? So if your wood element on top, if you want to activate your wealth energy for this year, the first step here, you need to be true with yourself. So look at the mirror, face to face, and then look at this. Yeah, don't inject any positivity inside. Okay, guys, if your wood element Yeah, this is the spiritual, I would say, energy for wealth for this year. Yeah, stay true to this. Be honest with yourself. Yeah, stop being positive, but be intelligent. Yeah, knowing what is happening right now, and then don't positively bluffing yourself on that. Okay, all right. For all the wood element, yeah, this is the achievement message for you. Yeah, no more pretending. Don't say everything is okay, everything is fine, I got this. No, right? Look into the wound, right? Solve the problem, right? If you feel that you're stupid, let's say, tell yourself, acknowledge it, and then do something about it, right? Don't tell, oh, everyone, I'm stupid for a reason. There must be some a message that actually want to given to me. No, 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 right? So if you feel that you're less intelligent, accept it, and then become better, become wiser. All right, take some action, learn something, learn a skill or something. Okay, do you guys understand if your wood element at the top? Okay, right. So this is for you. Yeah, this one, it requires some thinking because this one is spiritual part, right? Because if internally are not aligned, no matter what you do outside, it doesn't matter. Right, that's why the why, the behind it, the person is the most important. You need to get your energy clear first. Okay, all right. So that one would be the wood element. So the next one here would be the metal element. How many of you here the month stamp is metal? Some of you asked where to look for. Let me just show you again. So it's here. Okay, this one. Okay, precisely this one here is a metal element, right? So if I look at here, the month pillar, first of all, the month, the top here. So this one, don't you think it says metal here? Right, so this one is metal. So if you're metal, I would say that what to reflect upon is about you need to get back to basic, the fundamental of what you are learning. Let's say right now you are learning BaZi. Right, you want to use BaZi as become a consultant, or you want to teach BaZi. So now it's not about learning all this fancy super formula, right? Strengthen your foundation for your 5 elements, for example. Okay, master the basic, the fundamental of the inner working of your skills, right? So if you're accounting, right, there's so many very fancy accounting. Now stick back to the basic. So in the end, I'm actually trying to tell you, stop making things so complex. So let me ask you, is making money complex or not? Yeah. Is it making money easy or hard? Yeah. It depends on you, right? You can make it as complex as it is. And if you can make it simple, money basically means that you need to become more valuable. Agree? When you become more valuable, you make more money. Guys, right? You just need to become better. Let's say right now, from your BaZi chart, you know how to read nobleman star. And then after today, you know how to read, how to increase your wealth energy from the spiritual perspective. Can you charge more money? Yeah, can that add on the services? Yes. And why you can ask more? Because now you are more valuable. Okay, so therefore, in this, if your metal is here, not try to learn something fancy, right? Like, for example, like digital marketing, there's so many terms outside, so many financial terms outside. If you're learning investment, now get back to basic. What is the fundamental of investment? That's how you make money. Because you don't get distracted anymore. You're back to the root. Yeah, so this is also a sort of humility as well, right? Where I know sometimes when how many of you here, you learn BaZi or Feng Shui to a very high level, so many fancy formula, and then you cannot solve a problem. But where you look at someone, yeah, that just solve the problem using a simple basic 5 element of Feng Shui. How many of you experienced this before? Right. So if you look at all the master in the field like BaZi or Feng Shui, all the application, all the interpretation is very simple. Because their mind is clear. They don't overcomplicate stuff. Yeah, so if your metal element, the keyword here is stick back to the foundation, what you know, strengthen it. Even in sports, also the same. Right? So for example, like how many of you here like to play basketball? Yeah, basketball fans here. right? If you like to play basketball, so do I as well. That's the reason I asked, right? So fundamental could be just dribbling the balls, right? You need to repeat dribbling the balls with two hands until you get comfortable with it, doing squatting as well, all of this thing here. But you want to be complex, you want to do a layup, fancy layup, you want to dunk the part, right? Now it's not, because when you try to do that part, you'll not be efficient because fundamentally you're not strong. Get back to the basic. And once you master the basic, then you can do more. That's where you can make more money. Okay. All right. That one is for metal element. So now, the next one I'm going to talk about is the earth element. How many of you here is the earth element in the month stem? All right. Okay. So listen here. If your month stem is earth element, so the keyword for you here is raise your standard. For this year, if you want to make more money, what do I mean here? Push yourself to the next level. If you think that let's say you set your sales target is 500,000 this year, then make it 750. Set a challenging goal. Yeah, this is a great year to push yourself. That's where you can activate your wealth energy. Okay, so the victory, not just challenge other people, challenge yourself. If you can run 5 kilometers per session, maybe running right now, set yourself 7.5 kilometers. Yeah, so you no longer tolerate mediocre. All right, so performance. So you're not doing that anymore. So, and yes, push yourself. I know it's not comfortable, but you need to do it. Set a larger goal, more challenging goal. Then only you can raise beyond your own. Even you want to amaze by your own action as well, because you exceed even your own expectation of who you can become. Isn't it cool? Right? You have an earth element. Yeah, this is the year. Yeah, to do that. That is the power of the earth. How many of you here? Let me see again. All the earth stem in a month. Yeah, I want to recognize. I want to see who you are. Wow, so many of you here. Okay, you heard me. Yeah, that is the part for you. And now let's move on to the next one. Hey, by the way, right, this information I can easily charge money for this. Yeah, so I decided to share with you all for free, you know. And again, right, if you can, but you can make use of this information and then you can charge on your consultation. And so you can help people, as there's a willing payer, right? Why not? Why you can charge more? Because you become more valuable, right? Yeah, because you know more right now. Yeah, that's why you see making money actually is you need to become more valuable. That's it. So that's the one here, right? So that's why when you work in a company, right? So, and sometimes you might asking, how come I don't get a pay raise while your colleague getting it? It's because you're not that valuable. Yeah, face the fact. If you're the wood just now is authenticity, right? Face the fact that you are not that valuable to the company. It's painful, it's hurtful. Yeah, but only from that position you can heal yourself. Right? You might say, no, my colleague is very good in what? Polishing the shoes of the boss. That polishing the shoe of his boss is also a skill, isn't it? Guys? Right? Someone say, oh, the reason he got promoted because he know how to take people credits. Taking people credits also a skill. You think so easy, is it? It's not easy. Right? You want to polish your boss shoes, don't you think you must have, your ego is hurting, right? But you're still doing it. It's not easy. So you should learn from the guy. It's a skill to survive, right? So therefore, if you're a wood element, authenticity, you need to tell yourself, you're just not good enough. Yeah, accept the fact. And then become better after that. All right? Okay, so just now the earth element is raise your standard. So now let's move on to the fire. How many of you here, your month stem is fire? Okay, so if you're fire, the keyword here is letting go. Letting go of something. So it's like letting go of what? The feeling or your memory of your past achievement. And be willing to become a student again. Because if your fire element on the top, what you know about how to create the successes previously, the way to create your success previously will no longer working again. Right? Maybe your formula of making sales is you need to call your client, cold call your client, and then send them an email. That way is no longer working. Yeah, but you might actually have an ego that you think that, hey, this is how I become successful as a top sales for the last 20 years. This way should be working, and it's not. It's no longer anymore, right? This one is how. This one is about willing to actually let go and become student again. Okay, yeah. So I would say that. So basically, this year will be very stubborn. So ask yourself, don't be too stubborn, and get to know the world again as if like this is the first day you are born. If you're fire element, it's a reborn element. See everything as if like your first time seeing it. Yeah, then you gain inspiration, you get idea how to make more money. Because you're too occupied by your past programming, your own mindset, and you fail to see the opportunities available for this year. Okay, all right. So if you're talking about a laptop, it's a reset button. Okay, so this, don't you think this also a style of forgiveness as well? Yeah, maybe you hold grudges or someone hurt you before and you still cannot let it go. So this year, once you're able to let go this stuff, you see more opportunities coming because you're no longer controlled by the past. Yeah, fire is the hardest among the five. Okay, when I'm telling you, yeah, because it's easy, right? I'm talking to you, but when you apply it, yeah, that one requires some discipline, right? But if your will, because I told you from the scale from 0 to 10, you're the one telling me 8, 9, 10, right? So you must do it. How many of you you're fire element at the top, and right now you discover that the ways that you're doing no longer working, right? You need to try something else. Yeah, precisely. Yeah, so this, don't you, do you guys like this kind of information? Right? Yeah, so this is the one that that can help you. This is what I'm talking about, the practical side of Chinese metaphysics. Okay. So now the next one here, finally, is the water element. All right. So the water element at the month stamp, this one is easier. This one, the keyword here is camaraderie. It's about like getting people together, build trust, and then work something out. Okay. So this is if you're, how do you feel water? You're stronger when you're united. Okay. So this year you're going to make a lot of friends, or you got inspiration from a group. So don't be alone this year. Yeah, find some like-minded people, do things together. Yeah, water is the most easiest. If you're fire, right? Oh my God, I need to let go, you know, all this thing, right? Yeah, but for water, you just make more friends this year. How about that? Don't worry, if you're not water, right? There'll be a year that your assignment will be easier. Okay. All right. So water element is about getting people together, work things together, build trust, because you're stronger when you're together, and you gain a lot of inspiration, yeah, by forming a group and all those things. And the thing, but if you think like this, right? How do I form a group? Yeah, the first thing you must learn to do is you're willing to give. Right. So if you are keeping score of what you get at what you're giving, it's very hard for you to make more friends. Agree? Right. So the first thing here is what you're willing to give. If you know BaZi, then you can give. You get willing. Are you willing to share your information with more people? Yeah, maybe you give like a short, free consultation to your friend or your friends. Yeah, and then yeah, that's how. Then let's say your client might say, right, and hey, I have a business to run. I want to run maybe a tech business. Oh, now something's happening, right? If it's also something you like, then connection is formed that way. Okay, so first of all, your water, yeah, learn to give, right? So don't be too calculative. Yeah, give more, doesn't matter, right? So and this is what I call the how you actually unleash the wealth energy for 2022 by hitting the pause button. So when you hit the pause button means you tell yourself, I need to slow down, right? I want to observe the thing from a third party looking back into my life. And then am I heading to the right direction or not? Yeah. So think about this as a first step. And then back to the moon deity. Remember the moon deity? Right? So the moon deity is in the west, right? Back to the west. And then think about the depending on the which of the 5 elements you belongs to, I want you to actually reflect on those things I told you just now. If your wood is about authenticity, if your metal is about foundation, if your earth is about raising your standards, and if your fire is about ability to let go, and water is about camaraderie or making friends in a group. Okay, this is the first step for you. Okay, so someone say, I'm a loner, I don't like to mingle, then how? Right? So if you don't want to do something, it's fine. You don't complain that you don't, when you lack of results, so it's simple, right? Yeah, it's just like your children telling you, I don't like to go to school, right? So what do you tell them? Right? If it's important, right, you do it. If you don't, then you can complain. Like some of my friends complain that I don't have they don't have money, right? And then they have money, then they complain. And then by ask them to do something, they say they're lazy. I say it's fine to be lazy. Is it a crime to become lazy? No. But if you want to be lazy, you don't complain of lack of results, right? Fair? Guys? Like, it's nothing wrong become lazy one, you know. Right? You can watch Netflix all day long, as long as you don't complain. But some people, they're not willing to do the work, but they keep complaining how bad their life is, right? So if you don't want the result, it's fine, just do nothing. All right? So it's up to you. But again, I've got to help you as well for you say that you don't like to mingle. How about increasing your motivation level? How many of you here want to do this? Because some of you just now say, I'm a loner, right? I don't like to mingle, right? The reason you're saying that because it's lack of energy. Right? You think about a time that you are hyped up, right? Maybe the next day is you're going to go for a dream vacation. You can talk to anyone. Do you guys realize this? When you're happy, everything is not a problem, right? Yeah, you virtually can do anything. Yeah, but when we are not so happy, our energy is low, we say, oh, this is a bad person, he's rude to me. If you're happy, right, even someone rude to you, do you really care? Tell me. You really care? No? Right, so be it, right? Yeah, so that's why, so the achievement part can help you to do this. Okay, so how many of you want to learn this part here? This is a part is talking about if you need motivation, right, to get started, is fine. But if you solely rely on motivation, you'll be in deep trouble because motivation is unreliable. It fluctuates. Agree? Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down. How many of you attended a motivational seminar? You feel so pumped up for the next 2 weeks, but after that, you found yourself back to where you were before. And you wonder why. Because you used to be so motivated, right? That's why I'm telling you motivation doesn't last. So if you're someone depending on or addicted to motivation, there'll be a problem. So now, if motivation is not reliable, then how do you get someone to take action? It's only when you are hungry. If you're hungry for something, you won't give excuses. You're going to hunt for food. You're going to find something because you want it bad enough. So how many of you here want to increase your hunger, the drive to do something? Because once you do it, no question asked, right? You just do it, right? If you haven't eaten for like 10 days, will you ask me, Iverson, can you plot achievement chart whether today I can find food or not? Will you do that? No, you won't spend the time asking me, right? Yeah, you just go out there and scavenge for food or look for food, right? Yeah, so if you have that hunger every single day, right? So then you're going to do a lot because you don't even have excuses. You won't plot a chart say, will I able to find food? Even the chart say the chances is low to find the food today. Would you give up? No. Let me ask you, when will you give up? You won't give up until what? You find the food, right? So that is the hunger. So I'm going to use Shima to help you about that part. I think some of you already getting this, yeah, because I posted this, I think, a week ago. But some of you are new here. Do you want this piece of information? Okay, so the way I'm using this is I'm using this achievement chart. This is a monthly achievement chart, by the way, as shown on the screen, from 4th of February until 4th of March. So by certain manifestation, every month there are different functions of the chart. So this month, the function here is you can cultivate the forces that shape your destiny. How many of you here want this? right? So, and then the box that we're looking at is the Northwest box. So if you want to actually look into this, then I actually documented this and how to use this at the this Telegram channel. Okay, so now you take a screenshot of this, and this is where I actually record a voice recording showing you how to actually do this by tapping to the, and this is for free, by the way. So all you need to do just to participate on the Telegram channel is free. And this is where I share information about achievement. So if some of you here, I also posted the link, the team also posted the link at the chat box as well. You just click the link and then you install your Telegram channel in your smartphone, and then you're good to go. All right, this is not a Facebook app. This is a Telegram, right? So once you install the Telegram, then at the bottom here, there's a join button. You just click the join button, and then the moment you do this, you're able to actually receive all the new or all the messages from me from today onwards. There could be upcoming webinars, or sometime I have new information I can share with you. So all you need to do right now is just to screenshot this page here, and then you can actually look at this later on. Okay. All right. Some of you asked about, okay, a lot of you here already joined. That nice, right? If some of you are new here, pay attention to the chat box. There's a link there. Yeah, click on it. All right. Okay. So now, once we actually, that's the first step, right? That's the first step is about activating your energy just now. So now I'm going to talk about the second part here. All right. The second part. Let me show you back the screen on this. So just now, if you still recall, we're talking about the power of the pause button. Right, really go through that, right? Back into the moon, and then identify the element of your month stamp. That one, you can do it, and you also can share with your family members as well, so you can benefit from this, or anyone who in need of this. All right. Okay, the second part here, and okay, by the way, I hope that it's not too much to ask. Do you mind to share this technique with your friends as well, so they can benefit from this? Can or not, right? Because now I'm giving you information for free, right? All I ask is you just pay it forward, share with your friends. Okay, so then I know that I make my time worthwhile as well, right? So I'm not only share with how many of you here right now? I think more than 1,000 people here, but your friends then we can multiply, right? We can create more ripples here. Nice. Okay, now let's look at the time of your life, right? So what do I mean the time of your life is like this. So I want you to know that in BaZi or any form of Chinese metaphysics, when we learn Chinese metaphysics, we also learn about how life works, how the universe works. Okay? Yeah, so do you guys agree? Right? You understand more about life, how life works, right? And the transition, our emotion, our feeling. So, and they'll come to a point that you realize one thing. The good news here is, no matter what problems you're facing right now, no matter how bad it is, and you know that eventually those problems will go away. Agree? Right? Because you know that in the universe, nothing is permanent. Agree or not? Right? Nothing is permanent in this world. So, but that also a bad news to someone. If you're someone very good looking, or you have a very fit body, you have six packs, yeah, eventually you'll get old. Right? So even a relationship wise, right? If you have have a great relationship, I would say that every meeting will end in separation. Agree? All right? It's a yin and yang, right? So eventually things will not last forever. So, and what does it actually says here is you don't need a great past to have a great future. If some of you are struggling right now, you keep actually blaming about your past. If this concept of impermanence is valid, so I would say that this quote also valid, right? You don't need a great past to have a great future. Yeah, remember that. Yeah, a lot of time people prevent themselves to have a great future because they're comparing to the past. They have a bad trauma, bad childhood, and all those things. Okay, so when we look at this concept of impermanence, then on the BaZi chart, we look at the luck pillar. Okay, so you guys take out your BaZi chart again right now. Yeah, so you know where is the luck pillar is. Okay, let me show you. Yeah, the luck. Where is the luck pillar? Okay, let me share on the screen right now. Where is the luck pillar? Okay, hold on. Okay, take out your barter chart. I'm going to show you on the screen as well. Okay, so this is a sample chart, right? So the luck pillar actually belong to this. Yeah. So whenever I'm talking about the concept of impermanence here, so nothing is permanent. So we look at here. So which means that all of us here will change to every the new phases of our life every 10 years. Okay, so the luck pillar will tell you when it's changed. So for this person, this person will be in these phases of his life at here. And after 10 years or a decade, it will change to the next one. Then you might ask, right, when you change? There's an age indicator here. Am I right? So you can tell this person by the moment you hit 62 years old, Chinese age, then you're going to this luck pillar. But for now, you're at this current luck pillar or the current phase of life. And that's why to make it easier for you, we actually highlighted your current phase of your life right now. Are you guys clear on this? So I want all of you here to look at your current luck pillar, and there's a long, every 10 years. Yeah, every 10 years. Someone asked how long the transition is every 10 years. So now today, of course, every changes of luck pillar will affect us in so many ways about health, our priority, about our wealth, our relationship, or our perspective about life, our company that we're working for, the customer, your customer, even their behavior, so many things. But today I'm going to talk about wealth specifically. All right. So, and if I want you to check your chart, are you going through wealth luck or not? Or wealth of your current phase, are you going through wealth or not? So how do you know it? So I want you to look at either you have this DW or IW. Only these two. DW represents direct wealth and IW stands for indirect wealth. Okay, so check your chart, your current luck pillar, the one that highlighted. Right, so are you belong to this group here or not? Okay, some of you have, some of you don't. Yeah, it's fine. Don't cry first. Yeah, it's nothing bad. All right, so yes, either yes or no. I think right now, all you need to know is whether you're able to detect whether you have it or you don't. Yeah, that's all you need to do right now. Okay, so whether it's DW or IW doesn't matter. As long you have it, you'll be great. Okay, so the rest of the information is irrelevant. I know some of you are asking about how about death and emptiness or everything. Doesn't matter. My question is very simple. Do you have IW or DW or not? So you only have two answers, possible answer, either yes or no. All right, guys, clear? Okay, so if you have it means that, you know, you are going through wealth luck. Okay, you're going through wealth luck. Happy or not? If you're going through wealth luck. So let me show you one example first, right? So for example, this chart here. Is this person going through wealth luck right now? Okay, hold on. I don't know why so many. Okay, I think it's my previous drawing. Okay, now look at this. Is this person going through wealth luck? Yes, yes, right? Because you see a DW here. Yeah, that is going through wealth luck. All right, either one. But of course, this person have two, IW and DW, but you don't need two to consider a wealth luck pillar. You only need either one, either DW or IW. All right. Okay. So which means that you're going through wealth luck. So if you're going through wealth luck, which means that because the luck pillar represent opportunities, so there are three things, yeah, that you might experience. Right, so it doesn't matter whether it's top or bottom. Right? Some of you say, "Oh, it's a very little, you know, it's in the sub-chi." Doesn't matter. Come on, right? Can you be a little bit considerate? Yeah, looking at a lot of people don't even have a wealth element inside the luck pillar, and then now they are crying, and yet you are the one complaining. How come your wealth element is so small? Okay, a little bit of compassion on this, guys. Right? What you need to cultivate is you need to be grateful, right? You have one. Yeah, seeing that so many of them don't have, right? So don't say it's too small. Come on, small also consider. All right. Okay, you will go big. You will grow bigger someday. Okay, become a Godzilla later. All right, don't worry. Okay, cool. Yeah, so many people are crying right now. They're asking why me, right? Why I don't have this wealth element. Now you have it. Say thank you, Lord. Right? Say thank you. Yeah, that you have it right now. Okay, now let me tell you what it means first. Yeah, what it means. And if you have the wealth element here, it say that you will realize suddenly making money is important. Yeah, all this while you don't even think about it, right? Investing is important, but if you're going through a wealth luck, suddenly wow, I need to make more money. Otherwise, I don't have enough money to retire. Right? Is it true? Right? If you're going through wealth luck, yeah, there's a realization because the wealth element is there. Yeah. Look at the comment box right now. Right. So now the second thing here, and if you're going through wealth luck, you also can see one thing. You're able to see more opportunities, right? A lot of time people say that I don't have opportunity. It's not that they don't have opportunities. It's because they cannot detect one, right? But if you're going through wealth luck, you know how to create value, right? Where's the important project is. You know how you're more alert, yeah, to opportunities around you. Okay, so you there's one thing here. Okay, so someone say I recognize opportunities, but I don't have money to invest. Whose fault is this? Come on, guys, don't be a crybaby. All right, yeah, then you need to create cash first, right? Make more money first. All right, now the third thing here, the first one is about realization. Money is important. The second one is about your ability to scan opportunities, and then the third thing is also I like. These are the time you need to work very hard. Sometimes you don't even have a choice. Okay. Yeah. So this is because all wealth element is about working hard. Okay. So either IW or DW. Yeah, it'll be like that. And also the thing here is the luck pillar, the wealth element also means that the harder you work, the luckier you become. Your luck actually comes through hard work. If you have the wealth element in your current luck pillar. Right? So not all the time you work hard, you result in great results, right? But if you're going through a wealth luck, it's sort of like you say that you want to increase more luck, all you need to do is just need to work harder. Isn't it cool? Right? Is this information, yeah, important to you, can take action or not? Yeah, I know there are so many things I haven't talked about. How about rob wealth? How about eating God? Right? How about hurting officer, HODR? Yeah, I deliberately didn't talk about it. Right? I'm aware is there. I don't want to talk about it because I want to stick with the topic about wealth topic. Can we do that? Otherwise, I'm going to open another cans of worm and then everyone else will get confused. Okay, can we just stick with these two first? DW or IW? If you don't have, it's fine. Yeah, accept it. All right, it's fine. Maybe the next luck pillar you have. Okay. All right. So now, some of you ask if you don't have, then how? Okay, remember, I'm going to share with, this is the second part or second topic of today, right? If you don't have and you are starting to cry or you're depressed right now, then you wait for step number 3. Remember, we have 3 things I'm going to talk about today, right? This one only the second part. Right? So can I move on to the third part or not of today? Yeah, just to make everyone smile again. Let me just remind you, just now we talk about this. We talk about this, right? I also tell you if you have wealth element, what you should do, right? You want to increase your luck, you must work hard. Then the luck automatically will come if you're going through wealth luck. If you're not going through wealth luck, it's maybe. But wealth luck is almost confirmed. 99.97%. Okay? All right. So this is one. So now if those of you don't have a wealth luck pillar, so maybe your next luck pillar will be a wealth, maybe. Or some of you maybe need to wait until 80 years old. Such unfortunate. So don't wait, right? Create something right now. So then the third part here I'm going to talk about is this. Instead of waiting for the luck pillar to come and all those things, why not, right? Set up yourself to hitting the millionaire jackpot. How about that? Okay, do you want, this is not lottery, all right? Yeah, so this is not lottery, by the way. So is how many of you here is an action or certain strategy, right? How many of you here want to hit the jackpot? Okay. All right. So you want to hit the jackpot, actually. Okay, I want to share with you this part here. So if you want to hit the jackpot, means that you need to be there first before anyone do. Right? You need to be there first, right? Before anyone else. If you're keep waiting or say, oh, is it a right decision? What if I fail? And all these things here, you're already losing out. How many of you here agree with me? Sometime, right? Just be there first, right? You're already winning. Yeah, a lot of time we miss out the thing is because it's too late, right? So I actually shared a quote I want to share with you here as well. I actually put this on my Instagram some time ago, but I actually bring it up here. So there you go, right? So let me read it out one time here. You can take a screenshot of this as well. You need to act quickly when opportunity strikes. Because when everyone knows about it, it's no longer an opportunity. It becomes general knowledge. Okay, so I want you to think about this part, right? Sometimes we want to wait, right? Whether is it obvious or not opportunity. The moment you wait long enough, it's become what? It become a general knowledge. Too bad. How many of you here like this word and it resonate with you? Right. So therefore, remember I told you this year is the tiger is fast, right? So you need to, as long as the opportunity when not a lot of people know about it. Okay. You don't want to make it until it becomes general knowledge. It's too bad. Okay. So then now, how do we be there first? First of all, you need to know certain information, right? What is the future or what is the future wealth is? Because I think you also realize that the way we make money now is very much different from 10 years ago. Guys, agree? Right? So if you keep thinking the old way of making money, like if your fire element understand, remember about letting go, if you're still holding on, your old way must be working. Like if you're asking, when can I back to the old normal? It won't be any the old normal already, right? There's always a new normal. Right. So therefore, the new word that let me show you this part first. This is very important. The one I'm talking about here is the wealth of the new world. Because where you want to be first, you want to be there first. I think a lot of you heard about period 9, right? So exactly what I'm actually referring to. Period 9 is a transition of the global phenomenon where the way we lead our life, our lifestyle, the way we make money will be very much different compared to the last 5 years or like even the last 2 to 3 years. So therefore, how many of you here want to know what is this period 9 entails? Or you want to know some guidelines here? Yeah, I can share some of it with you right now. Okay, all right. So now let me give you some key points here. You can take some notes here. Okay, so okay, let me look at the chat box here. Okay, cool. So, and I actually teach this period 9, I think starting few years back when people don't know what is period 9 is. How many of you here actually with on my earlier batch? Right? That time everyone tell me, hey, Iverson, right? Why you talk about period 9? It's not happening yet. It's too long, right? No one know about it. It's too technical. I receive a lot of all these comments and then they say, oh, it's not useful and so many things, right? But after now they see this and then now they know how important it is. Yeah, so that's exactly my point, right? When everyone knows about it, it becomes general knowledge. Doesn't it happening right now? Everyone talking about period 9? When I talk about period 9 3 years ago, people say I'm crazy. Say, are you okay or not? Are you on drugs or something? I say no, right? So because that time no one's seeing it, that's the good reason, the very reason you should learn it. Yeah, but now it's still not too late, right? Because now the transition is still happening. So we better know it now rather than later. We want to be there first. So, and if you attended early on, you took action, probably you already make some money right now, or maybe more. Yeah, some money will be understatement. Right? Remember that time we talked about a few things, right? The transition of the time. If some of you still remember, right? In the mid of 2020, we talk about that. We talk about cryptocurrency before everyone invests on it. So there's so many things we talk about. We also talk about virtual reality right now that we brand it into metaverse, right? So there's so many things working there. And then I still remember I thought about something funny that time is funny, but it's true, is chubby is the new beauty, right? How many of you remember that? And then the whole class actually laugh it out loud. And then I noticed some of them, they're actually very happy. And then they say, give me 5 with their classmate because they discovered they're also chubby. So they no need to actually force themselves to diet anymore. Right? Yeah. So, and this is the one, but now, like, let's actually compare this with facts. Do you realize right now, a lot of I would say fashion in the fashion industry, don't you think they feature a lot of chubby models right now? Right? Do you see that? Yeah, you see a lot coming up, right? So that's why nowadays I receive a lot of messages from students that say, hey, Iverson, you see, they keep sending me fat photos right now. So sometimes it's too much, right? Like someone say Victoria's Secrets, like lingeries, right? So all these things here, there's a lot. So you see this thing coming up, right? So if you're that time, I ask someone, if you're doing fashion, maybe you should actually develop a product that cater this group of people, right? So chubby, I guess some of you keep very excited. You tap XL or fat. No, not that's not what I'm saying, right? So I'm not saying fat is the new beauty. I'm saying chubby. Okay, guys? While I'm talking to you, I'm looking at the comment box, all right? So to make it clear. There's a fine line, I know, between fat and chubby. I think you need to, if you're wood element, remember the keyword authenticity, you need to see yourself as it is, right? If you're very fat, don't say, no, I'm just chubby. No, right? If you're wood element, remember, you need to be honest with yourself this year, right? Yes, look at it as it is. Okay, long story short, I talked a lot about period 9 that time. And today I'm going to share with you, because now I'm not talking about losing weight. So chubby is not a relevant topic. I just suddenly thought about it. But now I'm going to talk about 3 things here. I want to pay attention. In period 9, this new world, the way we make money. And then one thing I want to pay attention to is the death of middle class, or the shrinking of the middle class. So you notice that the middle class will become harder to make money. And then there's a huge gap between the rich and the poor. Right. So you need to decide, right, which area you want to go to. Of course, you want to go to the richer group, correct? Right. So you need to pay attention to it. Yeah, because this is a trend happening. And then the second point here is the world will belong to the alpha. All right. So are you alpha or beta? Right? Alpha make things happen. They're dominant. Sometimes, yes, they might become unreasonable a little bit, but they make things happen. Right? Beta is the one that is a follower, right? They are the one like to cry. Every weekend, they find few friends group together and then they cry. Okay? Right? So if you are alpha, yeah, period 9 is your world. Right? And you see a lot of leaders, emerging leaders are coming up. They're all, maybe there's a form of dictatorship in them. Yeah, I know it doesn't actually comply to democracy system, but you see this kind of trend is coming more apparent. Okay? Yeah, beside women is the new superpower, is a new powerhouse, but I'll say that alpha, even your guy also can be beta, right? So if you're alpha, you become better. You're the strong person. You're the one that make decision. You're the one that push things forward. All right? Okay. Now, the third thing. Do you guys want to know the third thing? I think the third thing is also very important here, or if not the most important. The third point here is, I want to listen carefully, distraction. Distraction is the new currency. Okay, so if you are able to distract someone, I mean, you're a master of distraction, yeah, then you can make a lot of money in 2022. So let me explain to you what is distraction. Distraction means that nowadays, whenever people are facing problems or that they don't want to deal with, so don't you think they like to distract themselves? How they distract themselves nowadays? Tell me. Social media, right? They actually browse through TikTok, I mean, few hours at a time. Yeah, just scroll through all the reels or the TikTok, all right, or the YouTube short videos, so all these things, Netflix even, right? All these are distraction. So I saying that attention, because you're able to gain the attention, right? Because they distract from their real life, so they go to the virtual life or entertainment, right? To actually attract them. So are you the one that attract them or not? So because if you're the master of distraction, you should able to develop something that able to distract them to your product or your services. So therefore, attention, your ability to garner attention is the new currency, for 2022 onwards. Yeah, so, and let me explain to you from BaZi perspective here, right? So let me just share with you this chart here. Remember just now we talked about direct wealth, and that one is 10 gods like IW, Herding Officer, HODO, right? All of them is under a system we call 10 gods. So I also noticed that some of you just now asked about raw wealth, right? So the first rule of the new world or the new wealth here is there will be these two is a very different element. They are opposing element. Yeah, people hate this element in the old days because the moment they see raw wealth, it means that this person will poor for life. Okay, so in the old days, people like this. What is direct wealth means? Direct wealth means saving. Because in the old days, they don't have investment, they save to become rich. So therefore, in the old days, they put a lot of priority into direct wealth. Okay, that's why they say the moment they see the chart, a lot of direct wealth is good. But let me ask you nowadays, if you save money, you can become rich or not? Guys, can you beat inflation? No, right? You can't beat inflation, by just saving money, right? So, and then even nowadays, some people that actually the interest rate is very low as well, right? So it's impossible to beat inflation. So now, and if saving is not able to actually help you to make more money, then what does? Spending, because this is the opposite element, right? So that's precisely what a raw wealth means, because it's about investing, right? So don't you think these elements are more relevant in the current world? And raw wealth also represent one thing: followers. Yeah, if you learn BaZi, raw wealth represent follower. So it means that in the new world, do you realize that nowadays a lot of key opinion leader or social influencer that actually make a lot of money, even more money more than CEO, right? All YouTubers, a lot of YouTubers, they make more than 100K per month. And they still can enjoy their life. They just make some videos, just spend a few hours per day, and then they make a lot of money. And then, you see a lot of them, they do this, because the YouTube, they are paying monies. So, and therefore, do you realize that nowadays, all the youngsters right now, they're not really eyeing for corporate job anymore? Last time, if you have a title of CEO, right? Wow, you're just like a god, right? You're a high position. But nowadays, if you have a CEO, what response will you get? So what? Right? So what if you're a CEO? Okay. So that's why someone just now in the old days, people hate about raw wealth, right? But if your chart right now, you have a raw wealth element, are you happy or not for the new world in terms of making money? So how many of you here have a raw wealth element in the chart? Okay. All right. So let me show you how you actually locate this, right? So the raw wealth element. So it's very simple. This technique here is called 10 gods. By the way. It's called 10 gods. So you can actually scroll down to the chart, look at this part. Okay, this part here is called 10 profiles. It's a 10 god system. And then you see there's a raw wealth, right? You see the word raw wealth here. So let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, I think that's the maximum already. So the raw wealth is here. So this raw wealth for this person is 82%. So how about your chart? Check right now. How many percent you have for your raw wealth? Okay, somebody 100%. So now, do you fall in love with your raw wealth now? Once I explain to you, because this will represent your followers. your popularity. Okay, because the way we read BaZi on the way we make money is different. Yeah, so if you have this, then you know that one of the way you make money is through popularity and through followers. Okay, I know some people are zero. Okay, again, don't worry because that is not the only way, but rock wealth is one of the important element in the new world. Okay, all right. So now you just want to know whether you have it or not. I haven't shared with you how to use it. All right. So this is the one I want to know. So do you see BaZi differently right now? Yeah, like where everyone just talk about wealth element, right? In the new world, the period 9, the way we see wealth is totally different. Yeah. Okay. All right. So that one is the first rule. Yeah. Rock wealth rules it all. And the second one here, by the way, rock wealth also entertainment. All right. It's funny. So it's also a master of distraction, by the way. Okay. Now, the second rules here is like this. The rule of new wealth is one single system is no longer sufficient. Yeah, that's the second rule. The first rule is the rock wealth. The second rule here is one single system is no longer sufficient. So you can look into there are a few things here. You can actually look into BaZi, BaZi, and then also Qimeng, and then also Feng Shui, right? Because one system will not able to bring you there. So when I set up, when I actually in the process of reaching my financial goal that time, I use 3 at the same time, right? Because the new world actually starting transited on 2017. So I use the right Feng Shui, the right Qimeng to get to where I want. All right. So these are the 3 primary systems that is important to get it there. So if you only know one system, you'll find it hard because the world changed so fast. One system will not able to handle it well enough. Okay. All right. So now the third thing here is this one. The third rule of wealth. If you learn BaZi before, the year always represent the friends, right? The network. The month represent what? Career. And the day represent what? Yourself or relationship, right? And then the hour represent investment, right? So this is the one. So when you look the wheel or you want to apply BaZi for the new world, I want to add in one more perspective to it. So which I'm going to share with you right now. Do you see on the screen right now? So the year pillar represent the way you make money through attention. So the month is about solution provider because nowadays not a lot of people go in the office anymore, right? It's whether you're valuable or not only, right? So the day represent philosophy, how you approach life, and then the hour represent how good are you in leverage on others. So these are the 4 important pillars of the way you're generating wealth for the new world or the period 9. Okay, so do you find this concept interesting to you or not? Yeah, so it's a 4 ways. Yeah, I think this alone, right? And this alone will be able to change your plan and your financial destiny. And this is what I'm doing all the time, right? So like I actually compile all this into my, remember I told you about the Millionaire Secrets Playbook. Yeah, this is what I do. A lot of people say, right, hey, because when I do this, sometimes I create my own formulas. Yeah, I create some of them. This one, the one I showed just now is based on observation of the new world. We change the way we look at BaZi. And also sometimes I discover something new and I test it, then I discover certain formula. So let me ask you, is it wrong to actually create new formulas or new way of looking at BaZi because the world changing so fast? It's nothing wrong, right? But some people cannot accept it. Yeah, they say that you must loyal to the system that is 1,000 years ago. They're strict to it. Anything that deviate from it is wrong. Yeah, but you cannot deny the fact that the world is changing and the old way is no longer working, right? The BaZi is still valid, but the way we look at BaZi should change. Agree? Right? So since all of you here say it's okay means you're open-minded, it's great. So let me ask you one, let me just give you an example here, right? If classic is so powerful, right? So it's very simple. Right now, you simply just write a book. You can write, let's say you talk about BaZi, just write something about BaZi. Even you don't know much about BaZi, you write anything about BaZi, and then you bury it in the ground, and then wait for 1,000 years. If someone discover your book also become classic. Even you don't know what you write inside the book, right? Because people don't want to question something is long time ago. Yeah, that's how you get your book also can become a classic book, classical book. Yeah, if you it's like 1,000 years later, people discover your book. There you go. Your book suddenly become classical book, right? So therefore, I would say that the world is changing. It's not means that we don't respect the art. Yeah, I still respect the art. Yeah, because I didn't change it. There's still 10 stamp, there's still 12 animal signs. Yeah, but we look at the world, the transition of the period and all those things, we start to discover the different 10 gods you can make money, right? So all of you here right now is, some of you ask, right, how do you use it then? Right? So let me show you this. All you need is to set up a game plan that you can win financially. Agree? Right? After all said and done, you must have a game plan and follow it accordingly. Yeah, that's all. I don't care what is your motivation level or what is your background is. You must follow a plan, right? A game plan that you can win financially. Yeah, they give you the chance to do it. So now, how do we do this? Yeah, so let me give you one option here. How many of you are interested to learn more about what I just shown you just now? That you are insanely interested. Okay, nice. Okay, you want to know more and you like this. Yeah, and you know that this is beneficial for you for the next 20 years in terms of financial information. All right, great. So, and let me tell you one way you can do about this. You can actually do this. Personal coaching with Iverson. All right. So, do you see on the screen right now? Yeah, the green color. Yeah, it's called Personal Coaching with Iverson. And this is a wealth coach. And this one, the price for the coaching session here would be $2,000 US. Right? I still do this, but I do it for a limited, I would say, a client, because I don't have much time to spend on coaching. But if you were interested, yeah, that would be, right, $2,000 US. And now, if some of you here might think, hey, the price is too steep, then there's another way you can actually go into this, is because I'm going to introduce a program called a one-time only new premium program. Instead of actually doing one-to-one consultation, what if I can actually create a program and share with you the techniques I use for my client as well? Instead of one-to-one, so this one will make it become more affordable. So instead of coaching you one-to-one, I teach you the information. How about that? Right? So the information I'm going to pick some information that's relevant from my Millionaire Secrets Playbook, and I'm going to package it into this new premium program, one time only. I don't think I'm going to teach this program again, because I like to teach new stuff. So if you think this is important, you like the way I approach BaZi, Qimeng, and Feng Shui, then this is the program you're going to learn about finance, right? I think this is the first time ever wealth are interpreted in that way, right? I did that 3 years ago on period 9. I want to do something new. And now I want to raise the game a little bit, because I discovered that in 2022 onwards, the main focus would be on finance. So I see from the comment box, I see, wow, so many of you already joining. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for your faith and trust in me. Right. So yeah, I made a promise I will deliver my best. Right, all the information here. All right. Wow, so many of you registered. Okay, nice. So for some of you this is the first time. I think you can see the comment box, right? Yeah. So, and you see that, yeah, this is I want you to actually be part of the community as well, joining them to learn this. And some of you say that I'm very new to this, right? Can I still able to learn from this? Of course, right? Because this is application, is nothing to do with technical part, right? So I'm going to combine BaZi, Qimeng, and Feng Shui to help you to reach that part. So this one will be conducted via live stream. So which means you can attend this right the comfort at your own home. And the date of this program will be from 9 to 10 April. Yeah, this coming April. Okay. So for those already registered, yeah, thank you for your support. So for some of you are new here, you're considering how to register. So let me just explain to you what I plan to talk about in this program. So I want to talk about the 7 secrets of extraordinary wealth. I also will talk about the millionaire mindset installation using Feng Shui. And also, I'm going to talk about how do you upgrade, amplify, and extend your wealth luck, right? So we all of us here go through wealth luck once in a while, right? But can you sustain it? Yeah, that's another question, right? So, and also we talk about millionaire feng shui setup. How do you adjust your feng shui to it? And then a part here is also, right? Money is not just about making more, right? It's about fulfillment, right? It's about fulfilling your life purpose and making impact. So therefore I need to include as well the spiritual wealth code for you, because in the end, we want to become a awakened millionaire, right? So we want to also make difference to our community as well. So, and much more, right? So now, how many of you here interested to do this? Yeah, I want to see the word yes, if you're interested. Those already signed up is good. If you're interested, do this. And one thing here, to share with you, if you are new here, I also want to introduce a new experimental techniques, what I call the luck pillar timeline shifting. Yeah, because some of you say, oh, my luck pillar is 30 years ago. Can I actually bring the luck pillar supposed to be 30 years before or after and bring it to the present and then maximize it or not? How about that? Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now, this is my experiment. Yeah, if you like new things, this is something I'm willing to share. Okay. Yeah, so there's much more, right? So if you're interested on this, now let me share with you how do you proceed. So before that, I'm going to tell you, right? This is what I believe. There's no poor parter chart. It will never be. It will never will. There's only a poor utilization of the chart. Do you guys agree? Yes, this is what I believe in, right? So if you're interested, the investment cost for this is $997 US. Yeah, this is the price because it's for the live class, right? But now we decided to do this via live stream, so we can save some costs, and then we'll give those savings to you back. So this live stream score, instead of 997, and then now you can get it. If you want to get it enrolled today, you can just invest 997 in exchange of this program here, Awaken Your Millionaire Destiny. Okay, so as you can show on the screen right now, there's a link. You just click on it. It's at the joeyap.com/millionaire, and then you can actually enroll yourself there. Okay, and then once the space is full, then we shall close it, right? Because we also need to actually see the server limitation, in terms of how many people we're able to get in. All right. Okay. So now, there's a link. Proceed to it, and if you're interested. And now, to encourage you further, I'm going to offer a limited bonus for the first 50. How many of you here like bonus? I always like to add value. For everyone here. You like bonus? Okay, that's great. So for the first 50 who sign up today, we open this slot again, the first 50, and then you're going to get this. This is an advanced parter training called the God of Wealth. It's a cool title, right? The God of Wealth. And then this God is the 10 gods. Remember the rock wealth and all these things, head officer, direct officer. How do you transform all these 10 gods into a wealth producing element? How about that? This is advanced, but this is additional part of it. I haven't taught this before, and this would be the first time I review this information. And if you register earlier on, you get this. Don't worry, because a lot of you here register early, right? So you're going to get this as well. But for those who haven't registered yet and you're thinking this is the right program for you, you like the information that I will deliver to you, and you know that this information not only make difference for you for this year, but for the rest of the 20 years of period 9, then this would be the chance for you to grab these opportunities. And remember, whenever everyone know about it, it becomes general knowledge, right? So I want to think about this. And there you go, right? The new program, the Awaken Your Millionaire Destiny, and with the God of Wealth. And then if you want to secure it, join right now. joeyap.com/millionaire. Okay, cool. So now, and if some of you here asking, I saw some of you asking, is whether if I'm not able to make it on that day for whatever reason, then with all the live stream events, we have a one-time reschedule request. right? So don't worry, you still have chance to watch the replay as well. Yeah, but the bonus is limited, right? So if you want to get it, yeah, this would be the time to do it. Okay, so and now let me ask you some question here. Are you committed to create a lifetime of income stream that you never outlive? Don't you think it's cool? And are you someone that committed to reach financial goal quicker and retire sooner? And finally, are you committed to achieve peace of mind and financial security, even you started late? So you have this intention, you have this commitment, then you're the right person to join this, right? So I need to know that part. So now I told a lot of you here, you learn so many things. So my message to you here is enough of concept, right? Concept only make you feel good for a while and get you distracted. You need to apply what you learn into something to create results. So my message to you here is enough concept, act now. So this is something that I try to actually impart on you. Okay, so now there we go. This would be the link here. If you're interested, join us. And then we shall see you in this program on 9 and 10 of April, 2022. And then the bonus will be somewhere after the program. Yeah, it's another program for that. Okay. All right. And then the team also actually shared the link on the screen as well. Right. You can click on the link and then you can register yourself. Okay. And for those already registered, you're going to get a bonus. No worry. And thank you for your support and your faith in me. Okay. All right. So now, if you have any question, I can actually spare some time here to answer some of your questions. If you have any question related to what we discussed just now or about the program, you can type in the chat box right now. I'll do my best to answer your questions. Okay, all right. Wow, so many. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for that. So, and yes, wow, so many of you. Do you enjoy today contents? Yeah. So, do you see life differently now, or at least the way you see Parter? Yeah, I hope that, yeah. So in one way or another, it makes some difference on the way you see life, because our life will only change not because of your Parter change, right? It's the moment you see things differently. Okay, so and this is the first webinar after the new year. So I thank you, all of you here, for joining me. You know, we have more than 2,000 participants today. Yeah, I deeply appreciate that. And I'm great to see that a lot of you here are willing, yeah, to actually improve your life. Yeah, because you can spend these 2 hours doing anything else, right? But you chose to be here today. Yeah, truly appreciate that. So I hope that, yeah, keep in touch, right? I hope to see you guys again in one of our event, a webinar or a live event or whatever. So, and yeah, join my Telegram to stay connected. I'm going to post a lot of content there, and also my Instagram, right? So these are the area you can get connected to me. All right. So Carmen Lu say that you don't have a PayPal account, right? So the link, you click on it, actually, that is you can pay via credit cards, right? So, but you need to click the PayPal button first, and then you lead to a second page when they will ask you a credit card. I know the system, I don't know why the system are wired that way. You're not the only one actually facing that problem. You click the PayPal button anyway, and then on the second page, they will ask for your credit card. All right. So, and now, okay, welcome. Wow, so many of you here like today's program. Yeah, I should do more. I should do more of this webinar, get in touch with you, okay? And again, I would say that if you are interested, yeah, join me for this Awaken Your Millionaire Destiny, because very likely, I would say almost certain that I won't teach this program again, right? Because this year, I plan also to teach another aspect of metaphysics. But if you want, because you see, right, if your wealth foundation is strong, there's so many things you can do, right? So you think about it, it's not about just money, right? It's the money will not solve your problem. The reason you want to make more money, so you have more freedom. When you have more freedom, you have more options in your life. That's what a great destiny is, isn't it? Right? You have the freedom to choose which school you want to send your children to. You can choose where you want to be today, where you want to eat, right? Who you want to spend time with. All this is freedom. Okay. All right. So sleep on it. And I will say that and thank you for those already enrolling. I hope to see you again very soon. Okay. Till then, take care and Happy New Year and stay healthy. All right. Keep in touch. I'm Iverson Lee. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.